That's right. We trust that you guys are good. We trust that you guys are well. Siobhan McDonald, Debbie Collins, good to have you. Norma Watson, Bantu King, wherever you're joining us from tonight, we trust that you guys are great. We hope that each and every one of you, we hope that you guys are well. Wherever you all are joining us from, we are delighted that you folks are here. Quite a program in store for you guys. Share the live, smash that emoji button. Norma Watson, Bantu King, Siobhan McDonald, and all the others joining us live on social media. We are delighted that you folks are here with us. Rock and come in, good folks. Good to have each and every one of you, as we say, guys, on the live. Good to have you all on the live. Wherever you're joining us from, share the damn live. Smash that emoji button for us, folks. You know, we got a lot of ground to cover tonight. We got a lot of ground to cover tonight. It's the only thing people are talking about, and we advise that the man himself might be watching us. Wicked, stink and dirty. The man himself, we advise, might be watching us. He got some time on his hands, and he's going to have a lot of time on his hands in the future. So if he's watching us tonight, you wicked, stink and dirty. If he's watching us this evening, wicked, stink and dirty. Yeah, we said it. We said it. We said it. Fight us. Fighting outside you with class, with little girls and so on. Fight we. Fight us. Folks, we're happy that you guys are here. We're going to get into some more of that. We got to mix it up tonight, folks. We got to mix it up a little bit, and we're delighted that you guys are joining us from wherever you're all joining us from, folks. We are happy. We are happy that you folks are here. Good to see you. Charles Nelson, good to see you. Rennie McKenzie Talbot, Everett Smallstead, let's do this. Cecilia Clark, good to have you as well. I'm going to wait until the bell dies down because the mic is always trying to modulate and bring down that high pitch. We're at minus 12 and still we get a clipping at the end. Minus 12 decibel, if that means anything to you. Everett, Glasgow, we see you there. Tessa Griffith, we see you there as well. We see you there, Donna Joseph, and all the other folks who are joining us. Share the damn live, smash that emoji button. Carolyn Haley, we see you too. Van Classic, Roxanne Austin, we see you as well. Slims, Bull Page, we see you too. Facebook user Marlon, Brenda Moore, Valmy Wilson, good to see you. Junior Holder, Marlon Simpson, good to see you, Marlon. And Unruly Moore, we got to set you against Dharamlall. You need somebody unruly. Riri, good to have you. Pamela McKenzie, Edward Brooms, and all the other folks joining us tonight. Folks, where are you joining me from? Share the live. We're 2 minutes in. We're 1,000 persons watching us across social media. We got to do better than this. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button. We want you guys to partner with us as well. Good folks, partner with us as well. And let us get some of our housekeeping out of the way. Won't you, folks? Won't you? We've been so busy. We've been forgetting folks to pay the bills, and we know that is very important. It's very important. It's very important. We got to, when all else fails, pay the bills. When all else fails, pay the bills, folks. So we'd have you know, we will have you know, wherever you guys are joining us from, right? Folks who help us to keep moving forward. How we can forget them? How we can get past the best and forget them? The folks who helping us to move forward. So, folks, we want to advise you that if you need a good justice of the peace, good commissioner of votes to affidavits, the Alistair Collins firm. Are you in need of a reliable professional assistance? Are you in need of reliable professional assistance with your important documents? Look no further. The Alistair Collins firm, Alistair Collins, a renowned commissioner of votes to affidavit and justice of the peace, is here to serve you. He is here to serve you at the Alistair Collins firm. They are conveniently located at the Callion Mall in Lamaha Street between Camp and Waterloo Street. Contact between Camp and Waterloo Streets, plural. Contact, folks, Alistair Collins and his team today at 649-6410. 649-6410. Years of experience and a commitment to excellence. Please use them yourself so we know what we're talking about. Alistair Collins and his dedicated team are your go-to experts for all your documentation needs. For all, highly recommended, bigly recommended, folks. Bigly recommended. None of we've had that out of the way. Bigly recommended, folks. Welcome. I just want this thing cut the doing all this fancy thing. Quick. Quick cut. Sandra Davis, we see you there. Paul Bourne, we see you there as well. Paul, we see you. Roxana Dessa, Debbie Collins, we see you. Sandra Davis, we see you as well. Good to have each and every one of you folks on the live. Wherever you're joining us from today, folks, one thing on the fight card tonight. Boom. One thing. You don't like see people trying to let them alone, huh? Y'all better behave. Some of y'all better behave yourself. These are dangerous times. You got to live so circumspectly. You're on high office. You got to behave the part. Circumspect is the word, good folks. You got to live circumspect. Some of y'all every hole you want to push your cane. What's the matter with you? What is the matter with you? God damn it. What's the matter with y'all? A daily simple, good to see you. Good to see you, Chesselane Eastman. Debbie Hohenkirk, good to see you as well. Michelle Dublin, great to see you, Michelle. And all the other folks who are joining us. Folks, we are fired up. We're ready to go. We came to go to work for you folks. The Jagabats and the Trench Crappos, the Tadpoles, and all the cricketers. Yvonne and Kevin, Enid, Diane, and all the other folks joining us. It's a privilege, folks. It's a privilege. We're talking tonight. Yet again, it's a scandal that refused to go away. Them boys trying all kinds of things to come back and mess with. This one here, this one got teeth and claws. Elizabeth Gaskin, Joylyn Cook, good to have you. Yvette Glasgow, we see you. Fitzherbert Jarrett, joining us all the way from Connecticut. Fitzherbert Jarrett is in the house. Good, folks. He is in the house. And, folks, we're going to encourage you guys to help us keep going very early tonight. We're waiting. We got to get a lot of stuff out of the way so we can focus on what we need to focus on. Here is how you can help us as a program and programs. Some people say to give up the newspapers. Well, send us the newspaper money now. Oh, so we can keep going. Pace and power. Forward movement. Here's how you can help us, good folks. Here's how you can help us.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring 592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring 592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
All right, is it our show? We just allow it to run for a little bit. But good to see you, Carol Jacobs, Gavin Holden, Bernadette James, and Veronica Innes, Donna Joseph, again, Debbie Hohenkirk is here, and Linda Booker, Ann Singh. Good to see you, Ann, and all the other folks joining us. Folks, I'm letting you know, because often I run into people about the place. They said, oh my God, you're tall at all. About 6'2", but not the little size, but like showing it off. So don't mention it when you see me. Don't mention it, folks. We got a lot of cover tonight, folks. We're talking about the Dharamlall rape scandal, allegedly. That's what we're going to be covering this evening. Good, folks. What we know at the hour. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. What do we know at the hour? Why they want no lawyer represent the victim? We can be talking about that. There's a lot of eyebrows. A lot of folks are concerned. Why don't want any lawyers to represent the alleged victim? Why is that? So Dharamlall can lawyer up. But the victim, God be the mercy of the state. Find something, a little thing I'm thinking about that. He might say it's the law, it's the SOP, call it what you will. Something a little thingish about that. Susan Davidson says, I'm frightened for the child. That's what Susan said. I'm frightened for the child. Folks, is it the second week we're in? Is it the second week we're in? And the longer we go at this, is the more we're finding out. A lot of systems failing. PPP do not like systems. Whatever reasons I have about Natasha Congress, they don't like systems. And we've been talking to you guys a long time about how to break it down. the guardrails. How are we breaking it down? Did we give you guys enough notice last evening that we weren't going to be on? We know sometimes we go through the trouble preparing the fish and the chips, the popcorn and the cokes. We didn't want to spoil it for us. We gave you early notice and we apologize. A lot of systems failure. With this one, we got to get a COI on top of a COI, wrapped in a COI to really get to the bottom of all the failings you've had on this one. Yeah. A lot of failings, folks. A lot. So why do you want to give any lawyers to the victim? Lawyers to the victim, the alleged victim. Why is that? It's a cause of concern for a lot of folks. And so this has been the story. This is not what the PPP wants. Dharamlall dominating the headlines this morning. Sabuk News. Police search Dharamlall's residence accompanied by the police search Dharamlall's residence accompanied by complainant. Eyebrows being raised again. We come to that. Another headline. Parents of another girl demands justice for daughter raped by government officials. Everything coming out the closet now. The woodwork, the sink, the kitchen sink, the whole kitchen. All the trees in the forest. Dharamlall file being prepared for DPP. PPP don't want these kinds of headlines at all. It takes them off of the hairy-fairy message that they want to be on. That's what they want to be on, the hairy-fairy message. One Guyana village ram. More like it. One Guyana village ram. Sounds more like it. So these were the headlines. Kuala Mingo, Enid Miggins, GT Kabaka, Gwera Jones, Onika February, Hazel Che, Siobhan, Leslie, and Juju. These were some of the headlines dominating during the course of the day. They ain't going nowhere, you know. The best thing they could do for themselves is dismiss Dharamlall. That is the best thing they can do for themselves. Dismiss Dharamlall, because the protest continues as it did yesterday and the day before that, and as it will tomorrow. The protest continues, and more people joining the protest. More people are joining this protest. So look some of what we saw down there in front of the office of the president today on the St. John Road. Look what we heard as well. Here's the opener, folks. Here's the opener. Look at some of what we saw and heard today. Office of the president, the St. John Road. This story ain't going nowhere. The best thing the people could do is dismiss Dharamlall. That's the best thing they could do. Take a look. Take a listen. Folks, we're on the protest line. Yet another day in front of the office of the president, the St. John Road. Police are taking photographs of protesters. We're out here on the front line another day.
You fed up on the same thing.
Over and over.
Fed up on the same thing.
Over and over.
Over and over. We fed up with Dharamlall standing over and over.
Over and over.
Oh, Sharon. It's not one time. It's not two times, Sharon. Sharon is not three times. It's over and over. You understand? It's over and over.
Folks are on the front line and making the voices heard, folks. Yet another day. Dharamlall must go.
Must go. Dharamlall 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 must go.
Who must go?
Dharamlall must go.
Who must go?
Dharamlall must go. Dharamlall must go. Must go. Must go. Must go.
Make it any
Must go. Must go to jail. Must go to jail. Must go. Must go. Dharamlall. 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 Who we don't want? Dharamlall. Who we don't want? Jackie O. Who we don't want? Jackie O. Who we don't want? Who we don't want? Must go. 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 Got to go. He's a pedophile. You Dharamlall. We got to go. Dharamlall. Got to go. Must go. Must go. Must go. Must go. Must go. Must go.
Tell us why you guys have come out to support the project.
I come out to support because I have a young little daughter and I would not want that to happen to her. Yes.
Thanks very much. Thank you guys. Want to comment? Yep. Where were you today, folks? You got too many social media activists and philosophers, you know. Okay, get rid of this black thing on my nail here from this voting. Too many social media activists. We got to come on the ground. A lot of you always asking, oh, call the protest. Will the protest there? But I ain't seeing you. Ali and Co. I am not seeing some of you on the ground. We got to come on the ground. We happy for all the folks who came out on the ground today to make their voices heard. That's what the fight is. It's easy to sit down behind the keys as you guys are doing. You know, and if we ask you guys to share the light now, you're frightened people through your windows. So, like when courts coming for the things by the neighbors, folks, share the light for us. We feel we could close the program here because you're so timid with the shares. Folks, if you benefit from the content we share and we make your night as well, do us the biggest favor. Touch with hearts, with arts. Touch it. Share the live. Do us that big favor. Smash that emoji button. 3,600 folks watching us across social media. We're so privileged and humble. You know, we don't do it for the likes, and we do it for the loves. Share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button. Let's see how you guys feeling out there. And we're so happy to see a lot of folks responding to the protest because of how this whole ordeal has roused, as Martin Luther King once says, Martin Luther King Jr. once said, rouse the conscience of the nation. And on the front line there today, we saw the Citizenship Initiative, that young political party who was recently declared the running in 2025. An ensemble of their membership were out there with placards today. I was so impressed. You know, you got to move off the social media activism and come in the street with that kind of activism. And here is some of what they told us. Here's some of what they told us. This is the Citizenship Initiative political party.
We've come out today to show our support, and we were out yesterday because we believe that victims deserve support, unconditional support. We must believe them and give them a chance to share their concerns and share their experience without being shamed, without being victimized. And we don't think that anybody in a position of authority should be allowed to do certain things multiple times and get away with it, and it is covered up. We think that there should be a fair investigation, and wherever the investigation leads, that's where it should lead.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say? Are there any specific things that TCI is calling for?
Well, we're calling for an independent investigation. We believe that the Protect the Children Act of 2009 spells out exactly what needs to happen, and it would be very hypocritical if the very government that enacted this act can't act on the act that they passed and gazetted in 2009. This is 2023. It's time for action and enough of the rhetoric.
Excellent. Folks, the guys here from the Citizenship Initiative come out to lend their voices as well. Very commendable. They're quick for some other things. Apologies there. Hit the song button now. I was saying, folks, the Private Sector Commission, they just wake up. They just wake up. Just. Too many buttons. The private sector, you don't miss nothing. And abusing now the elements in the Private Sector Commission. Because they just wake up. You don't miss much. They just surface. They got to do better than that. Got to do better than that. Phone ringing again. You know, some realize past people out here. Those who wield power are not above the law. This is one of the trade unions. Those who wield power are not above the law. GAWL urges a fair probe into the allegations against Dharamlall. That's what they're saying. I don't know what to touch the audio came up. They want a fair probe. Police force raising a lot of eyebrows unnecessarily. A lot of eyebrows. Like, this is the call hour. Like somebody says a call-in program tonight. The phone just ringing. What's happening out there? Is there an emergency? Do let us know. You know, is there an emergency happening? A lot of calls is coming in. Gershom Dowden, Village Voice. So President Ali must order Minister Dharamlall to step down. Come on, Mr. Ali, do the right thing. That was another headline. Invite the FBI and Scotland Yard to help. You want to see real skeletons come out of the closet now. You want to see real skeletons come out of the closet now. You know people here, Scotland Yard and FBI here. You would see letters and statements emerging from the hinterland, from all the children. Emerging. You would think it's a new post office we have. But This is Village Voice article saying you got to invite Scotland Yard and the FBI. And then them waves, it's part of this headline. Police must conduct unbiased investigation into Dharamlall rape allegation. Women's Lawyers Association. They wake up a little latest too, but I'm happy they're up. I'm happy they're up. The Women's Lawyers Association. We see anything from the Bar Association yet? Anything from the Women Arm and the PPP? What about Reverend Pat Sheraton? The Jagabat? We see anything from Horace yet? Oh, some folks are quick on some other occasions. All now, very pedestrian. Very, very pedestrian. Another headline from the Waves reads, Dharamlall alleged child rape case file rather. Dharamlall alleged a child rape case file for the DPP. Police asks the accused to leave the home after the victim, the complainant, protest. Can you imagine that? After the victim and the complainant protest, they ask him to beat out. They ask him to leave. Can you imagine that? Good folks, you know, this alleged incident, alleged rape and sodomy took place on government premises. Government premises. In Chalaba, this compound with government houses for their senior officials is located in Sir Brianville, Camberville, right here in the city. Right here in the city. Today, both Simona Brooms and Amanda Walton this year, former Minister Simona Brooms and Member of Parliament, Shadow Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Amanda Walton this year, spoke to this issue. What took place there on government property with taxpayers paying to house some of these jagabats and trench capos. Spoke to that issue. Take a look and take a listen. Yep, government property. And we can talk about the complainant turning up there to give police a better understanding of what transpired. And y'all boy there too. Y'all boy there as well. We can talk about some of that. Take a look and take a listen. Folks, we are here at a Chalabar, and this is a compound where senior government officials reside, and it is here behind us, we're told, the gruesome acts that are alleged of rape and sodomy were perpetuated on the 16-year-old complainant.
I believe with this matter, this is a very serious matter because one, the person that the allegation is leveled against is one within authority. It's a minister of government who is taking the state resources to groom young girls, to lure them from different communities and regions into Georgetown, into a government compound, a gated area. So they're at his mercies in Chilabar. It's not even a place you could just run out, like you understand what I mean to say. And so I think that persons miss that. Also in the statement from the young lady that we have seen, where she was calling, she said, listen, I don't want to die, Mr. President. You gotta hear my voice and do something. Irfan Ali of himself, you know, a young man, just get in office as president is shameful. Irfan don't have a heart for women. And based on what I'm seeing here, there's a whole anti-women, some kind of organization that they call themselves sitting in office. I think it is shameful. And I mean, if I had any respect for Irfan, I've lost all. Not a drop for Irfan and his entire cabinet. You understand? Because nowhere I'm saying it again in the world. Even, well, we know Dharamlall got no shame. And Dharamlall got no pride. If anybody with pride and dignity, such allegations, come on. But at least one would expect that the president who gives him that instrument would have called that instrument, take it from Nandalan. So listen, said Dharamlall, you're not fit for office, and take that instrument from me. I'm disappointed. Sherrod, if the people out here, 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I'll be right here. I'll be right here. I encourage persons. This is a time. I mean, we gotta stand up. When it can happen at this level, you take state money. Give this girl for my ties, share Christmas time, calling her, luring this girl, grooming, you call that? This is purposeful, and since you get her in the house, listen, turn on your TV downstairs based on the allegation and take her upstairs. And the girl wrote her entire story, and everybody know, Priya know, Pauline, well, no Pauline. Pauline exists by her own self. Pauline just saw these super bets and the little money and the little protection she and I'll get in. This is how Pauline studied. Pauline, I know she takes some more money and fix her teeth. Tootsie bootsy. You understand? She thought Pauline studied nothing. Pauline studied all them little gamble shop she got all over this place. The people in Madrid talk about it. Pauline not interested. Listen to this one, Schumann. Schumann is a waste of time. Schumann spent all this time in the parliament and do nothing for the indigenous people. And now with what is going on here, Schumann silent. But Schumann don't put him out in everything. Because Schumann was sitting and ask, he said, anybody might make an allegation funny. You understand what I'm saying? There's a shameful, nasty place we live in. You understand? With the big stinking dirty Dharamlall. Got enough more stink and dirty more than Dharamlall. And me not being there in the ring, Sherrod, but listen to me, this thing biling up my blood. You understand? I wish you had the bell for ring it out here. So. Ring this bell here, finally, you understand? Listen, that you there, it's an opportunity to serve us. And if you're serving us, we can move you from there. Carbon this whole country, the whole country, to condemn this. Dharamlall got to go. Dharamlall got to go. As of now, Dharamlall is no minister. And not when Irfan says that. We must dictate that. Never call Dharamlall honorable in this country. Never call him minister. We must dictate that. We got to wait for Irfan. We got to wait for Barjaga. Who we got to wait for Dodo? It is ridiculous and it is shameful. And I believe that we must stand up. No government, no minister, no police officer, no commissioner, no lie, nobody must continue to groom, use the influence of power and to groom young girls. You understand what I mean? The age of trafficking is 18. How you load her and bring her for sexual exploitation. It is exploitation. The amendment in the 2023, Sherrod, check from page 6. Here we tell you about the age and they talk about why you're transporting of a person. That alone and more, which I'll speak to him next time. You understand? But right now, they're upon Dharamlall. Dharamlall must go long way. Irfan is a shame. He's a disgrace. You understand? It's a pack of monsters. And we women, we ain't stopping. I don't care. Right in Georgetown today, when the women go to the police station, they gang raping people all over this place. They scare them in these big fancy houses by swimming pool. You understand? It's a stinking thing happening. So nobody want to. Everybody backpedaling. Everybody backpedaling. They can't take your foot pedal. I know I must tell you, you know what Vindy do? Vindy hand the button on. Vindy smart. Oh, I did my investigation. So I'm waiting now to see what happening at the level of the police. And if they're going to send some so-called file with a hoobly-doobly to some DPP and all them kind of wishy-washy behavior. Look, a 5-year-old was raped. Check and see how they're handling that matter with allegation. This is the next allegation, you know. Why this one with Dharamlall so special? They're condoning. They're condoning this act. They silently seen it before our eyes. They're condoning it. There's a pack of them. Says not Dharamlall. All of them dirty and stink. They must leave people your children alone.
I said in a post that I did yesterday on social media that this was my concern, that we would re-victimize the victim all over again. Why did Dharamlall have to be there? Who determined that that was in the best interest of the child? And mind you, in cases involving minors, the investigation has to be conducted in a manner that it deals with what is in the best interest of the child. So why was Dharamlall there? And why is she without legal counsel? Because I am advised that her family has been requesting legal counsel, but they're being told that there is a protocol involved. So as of 10 o'clock this morning, she had not had legal counsel. I am anticipating that that position will change in the next few hours, because you cannot have a 16-year-old girl going up against a system of known cops who are not above perverting the course of justice. I mean, there's enough evidence in the public space to warrant the kind of suspicion with which people are treating the Guyana police force. So Dharamlall should not have been there. What kind of psychological support and mental health support is this young lady receiving? And let me say this, those of us who sit in Parliament opposite Nigel Dharamlall, we know how nasty and how rude he is. I can only imagine that when that young lady encountered him, he would be there smirking, because that's the kind of person that he is. And to expose this child to that, to not have her have legal counsel throughout this process, as Guyanese, we have to be outraged, man. We have to be outraged. And so I'm waiting with bated breath to see, because I am concerned that they're looking to find inconsistencies and to establish inconsistencies in her statement. I'm concerned that this is why the government seems to be buying time, because they probably want to rely on the police force to conduct some story to say, oh, he was cleared. But the Guyanese people are watching. They are watching. And I don't think that we are prepared to allow this to go down the drain. This is nonsense. Dharamlall has been accused of this once, twice, 3 times. And Irfan Ali is still content to have him sit as a member of his cabinet, albeit he is on administrative leave. What are we allowing? What are we allowing? Yes, there is a presumption of innocence, but certainly the gravity of these allegations would dictate that you sit down. You no longer be minister until this is done. And once you are cleared, we will have you back. But to not even do that, look, it's exasperating. And I'm glad that the people of Guyana are coming out here. And I'm glad that it's across political parties, because, you know, they want to say, oh, this is the opposition doing. This is about standing up for our girl children and our young boys. And no, I'm reading in the press that more girls are coming forward with more allegations against other ministers. So clearly, this is something that has to be exposed, and wherever it leads, it leads. Wherever it leads, it leads. Because this got to be stamped out now. Enough is enough.
Folks, them boys telling us in this, and we got to end the live. Because they said people aren't sharing the live. We got over 4,000, well, over 5,700 people watching us across, persons watching us across social media. 4,000 alone. Well, 4,001 on Facebook. Y'all fast, man. 4,100 watching us on Facebook. The folks say you ain't sharing your life. We got to end. We got to end the broadcast here. And I was hoping to show you all the clothes, and the clothes is the done. Enter. We watching y'all. We watching the shares. We watching y'all. We watching the. Should we close now? Should we? I think you had enough. I think you had enough. Enter. Superintendent Kamraj Shibaran. He's the fellow who procured a statement out of the complainant. Sabuk News reported today. He said he didn't know. He said the people come in the station and say something on Facebook going wrong about them. But it's not them. Right? He said it's not them. That's what he said. But he didn't know the post was alleging rape. The post, I going just now. Y'all like past people. Just now you going. After this. No closer tonight. After this. So he said the people didn't tell him. All that said something going wrong on social media. If you share already, hashtag I share, I might stay. Give you all the closer. He said the folks told them. The post concerned them. And they had no knowledge of what it was alleging. He said he didn't really know Kamraj Shibaran. That's what he said. And that is how we arrived at this statement. If you want to suspend belief and take that one. If you want to suspend belief, good folks, and take that one, you could. You could. But I ain't buying it. That's how we end up at this statement. Denise Jones, I see somebody say lie. Carl Jacobs, I share. Right? I see some folks in I share. Brenda said I share. Some of them rest. We have to get some private shows. It's only the best of the best, or the best for the viewership. Some private shows. That is how we got to this statement. But folks, today, as I had the attention of Amanda Walton this year, AWD, I put this to her. I said, what do you think about what the fellow is saying? Take a look at what she told me. Superintendent Kemrad Chibaran said today, he's coming from much flack for this statement that they've taken. He said that, as reported by Sabak News, that he didn't know the nature of the allegations, that the family came to him saying that some posts were circulating on social media and they were not responsible for those posts. And that was the extent of this statement. A senior policeman said.
What is his rank?
Superintendent.
How did he get there, if that is his disposition? How did he become a senior superintendent? If somebody comes to you with something like this, with a statement that mentions the name of a sitting member of parliament, you wouldn't the reasonable mind ask, so what is giving rise to this?
It seems as though he didn't even question the statement.
What is in contention? What statement? What are the allegations being made? I mean, one simple question, like what are the allegations being made, would have led him to the fact that there's a whole letter about a minister raping and sodomizing a young girl. So he had to be stripped of his rank. Because you cannot be a serious police officer and that don't occur to you. He is an embarrassment to the force and they must let him go. He must be interdicted from duty. There's no other recourse. He is who we are relying on to solve serious crimes, and it don't occur to you to ask what gave rise to these allegations. I mean, come on, man. We have to become serious as a nation. We are talking about becoming an adjuicing nation and what it means for Guyana, and our institutions are not functioning. What we are seeing here is just a continuous breakdown of our institutions, Sharon. And it is going to harm us. And we're going to find ourselves on the road to a failed state, because the foundation of our society are strong institutions of any democratic society. And when the CPA is breaking down, when the police is breaking down, when we are failing our children like this, we are headed for disaster. So that police officer should be nowhere there. He should be interdicted from duty. I cannot conceive. It's very difficult for me to conceive that you would be such a senior ranking police officer and you could not ask what led to the need to have this done. One question would have led you straight to the rape allegation, and that should have triggered a particular protocol in keeping with the SOPs. So let him tell that to the birds.
Heard it right, folks. You heard it right. You heard it right. You heard it right. You heard it right. Stripped him his rank. You put a man in charge of the police force. Send you on one time, here no. And these are the people we're depending on to solve serious crime. It's true. Same set. These are the folks we're depending on. Hazel, Siobhan, Desiree, Cecilia, Alicia. Them is who we're depending on to solve serious crime. Folks, we got to get serious about serious crimes. We got to get serious, but they're telling us that the police searched Dharamlal's residence yesterday, and the complainant was there. He was there. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that for a second. We're going to circle back to it. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. What the Americans doing? A lot of folks are saying the Americans don't take kindly to this kind of shenanigans. And perhaps the US should suspend, revoke his visa to like May again, because his visa in the past had already been revoked. The US don't like this kind of thing at all. At all. At all. Visa got to revoke. We saw social media commentator, activists, and that's the primers saying the same thing. Dear US Embassy, you revoke Dharamlall's visa for less than this. What is causing you not to this time? But I got every confidence in the United States of America. They're not before Irfan Act. And that is going to be the precursor to Irfan's action. You got pushy to this logical conclusion. Because right now, they're circling the wagon, hoping that this issue go away. Circling the wagon. But it ain't going away. A number of things we're contemplating this evening as we talk to you about this issue. There seems to be a full lockdown. Nobody can get to this child. Nobody knows how she's doing. There's a complete blackout. Information scarce. Scarce. Like sugar was last year. You got to line up. Communication cut. That's the current situation. Council refused. What's going on here? What is happening here? Edward Brooms, Finn Nicholson, Hollis, Gwyneth, Shimon, Karen, Laverne. What's happening here? We're being even made to understand her device, her phone. I saw one report said a tablet was confiscated. And folks are telling us the full weight of the state is coming down on this young lady. But I believe that Father himself is with her. Father himself. Folks, leave the lines to change. Attorney at law, Kemraj Ramjatan has been, I'm looking for the correct legal word, retained, procured on behalf of the complainant's mother, who asks for a lawyer to represent her. And as one headline said, Dharamlall alleged child rape case for the DPP, the file for the DPP. Police asked accused to leave home after the girl protested. This drama went down yesterday, right there. Right there. The girl turned up with the police. They invited her to go over there and to, tell them what happened, recreate the scene as it were. Folks, don't go nowhere. This is about to go 2.0. This is about to go 2.0. Tell me I got your popcorn and your cooks. Tell me when I have permission to go on after you have shared the damn live. Get your popcorn, your cooks, your fish and your chips. Get your porridge, your bengay, rub down the food one time. Folks, what her lawyer told us transpired there boggles the mind. Why would the police allow him there and take the girl at the same time? Let me drink aside, don't get my popcorn. Right? Tell me when I have your permission to go. Somebody has to say, you have my permission. Proceed expeditiously. My Lord, why would they have him there? The trauma to relive that again. They have to go there, period. And they got to go and see. How can this girl go on? I wanted to she met from. Some of we politicians can forget some of that fiber that this girl met from. Van Classic said, I got me cook up. She ain't got fish and chips. I got me cook up. Need something strong to hold this one down. Who's sharing the live? Who there would we? Who there would we? Kemraj Ramjadan sat down with me earlier on this evening. and told me as much as he could that his client would allow on this matter. Folks, I feel like I write a book tomorrow. Take a look and take a listen. You share the live yet? You smash the emoji button yet? Right? All right. Desiree Thompson, I got my coffee. Good, good, good. Take a look and take a listen what Kemraj told me. Take a look and take a listen. Kemraj, in your capacity as an attorney at law, we've learned that you have been retained by this family of this young lady, 16 years old, who is alleged to have been brutally raped and sodomized by sitting Minister Nigel Dharamlall, Minister of Local Government and Regional Development. What can you tell us about how the case is going thus far?
Sherrod, last night I was asked by the mother, Donette Edwards, to be present at the Commoner Street GRPA building for my services to go through a statement that the girl, that is her daughter, apparently gave to the police. They were concerned that there might be certain things done to the statement, and she would like an independent lawyer to be present. I indicated that I certainly will be there, and I was there this morning. I met Donette Edwards, the girl's mom, and she came in with two young sons, one of whom I understand was supposed to give a statement to the Child Protection Agency. And we entered the room into which that child was supposed to give the statement, and the mother indicated to the officials there that Mr. Ramjatan is her lawyer, that he will be there to oversee, basically on her behalf and on her son's behalf, a small boy about 8 years old or what, the statement that is in relation to that youngster's statement. The Child Protection Agency head at that point then said that there is a protocol that private lawyers can't be present at the taking of the statement or during the interview, what they call a forensic interview. So I said, who and who will be there? And they indicated that it is going to be the police, it is going to be members of the Child Protection Agency, and the mother will certainly be present, and so on. So I said, what kind of protocol was this that said that we can't, on behalf of the mother and child, be present during the course of the interview? Because there is a little room in which the interview will be actually done, but there is also another room in which I think the non-governmental organization that is helping out and whatever, they will be also present to see what's going on, because it is being conducted by the Child Protection Agency rather than the police. And the police will also be in another room watching what's going on. So I was shown around the place and so. But I pleaded with them. They said, no, that is the protocol. And there was a girl by the name of child care officer named Camille Jeffrey also, who is in charge of the girl who was raped. And that said that, no, this can't be done, along with the head of that CAC, Child Advocacy.
Child Care Protection Agency.
Well, it is called, they told me that it is called Child Advocacy Center. Okay? And that if I want, I could speak to somebody at a higher level, and so on. So I asked, who's the higher level? They said a person by the name of Director Miss October. And they gave me Miss October number, 225-1117. And said they will only take further instructions from Miss October. I then left and went outside and tried calling Miss October, and no answer. So I decided that I will call Vindi. I didn't get back a response.
This is Vindhya Prasad, Minister.
Vindhya Prasad, the minister, because I think I know Vindi well. She's always very courteous and helpful, but she probably was busy. There was no answer. I then decided to communicate to the DPP and also the Attorney General that I am being denied access, notwithstanding the parent of the child wanted me to be in there. And I also asked, by the way, whether I can be there prior to the girl signing the statement, because the girl is supposed to sign some statement this morning. That is what I was called for. I was told no, the protocol remains what they will abide by, and that's the end of the matter. So it is not for a want of not trying to help the girl. The girl, I also understand from her mother, was making the request that she would like a lawyer to be present. I understand that the girl indicated that. And especially before signing any statement, she wants a lawyer to be there to just go through, and I will not interfere with investigation, will be far more comfortable with an independent lawyer. But it did not happen. I then left, and after leaving, I was informed by the mother through telephone that everything went well with the youngster, as she would have wanted. Probably it was mainly the fact that I was there and so on, helped in that regard. So I said, no problem. Our lawyer presence means a lot. The fact that lawyers could be present. I had also learned too that she had asked for the services of Dexter Todd, but Dexter was overseas. And by the time I had reached there, I didn't see any of the lawyers from Mr. Todd's office, but I understand they were later there. She informed me quite a bit about what transpired yesterday at the house. And I noticed that there's a press thing out from Dennis Chabral, which indicated that a room in which it was alleged all this thing happened by the girl was totally altered, repainted.
The room was repainted?
Yes, the room was repainted. That's what the mom is indicating to me, because the mom was also present at the site or the locus and co kind of examination.
And
all the bed was removed and the wardrobe was removed and everything. So indeed, that is true what I see in that press report.
Is there a sense how recent?
Very recent, because they were smelling the paint. They were smelling the thing, and the police was there. She also indicated to me that the police had requested Dharamlall not to be present at that house when they were coming.
So how is it that he was there?
And he was there. So the police had to remove him literally and urge his removal. I mean, this fellow is very, very arrogant. He was told by the police not to be there because the girl can be affected psychologically. Please remove yourself. He did not want to remove himself. The police then had to remove him. And then the girl went into and pointed out where and so on. Now, that denial of a lawyer to see the girl, and especially when, in these circumstances, I find very frightening, Of course, I still have belief in my institutions, the Child Care Protection Agency and so on, hopefully are doing a professional job. It was if the mother then said, I would like Mr. Ramjatan to be present. Why you deny me? I informed them that we're not going to interfere with anything. Our mere presence, we could have go to the other room and watch what was going on. But you were denied. And I have to now question this protocol. That is why I called communicated with the DPP and communicated with the Attorney General. And I'm hoping to get a response from them. Because whatever protocol in relation to this kind of thing, it is not going to be very regularly used in cases, but this case dealt with a minister, powerful state officer, And the state here, by virtue of the protection agencies, are also in charge. So you need an independent advisor, I feel. I mean, and I was denied.
Kamish, in addition to that, we're being made to understand that her younger brother, who she had said and alleged that was there the very day this very horrendous act took place, was also questioned by the police. Could you verify that?
That is what I'm talking about. This morning when we went there, for me to see the statement that the girl is alleged to have made on the previous evening, before she signs it, the little brother I also met there this morning. And that is when I asked the mom why you brought the little brother. She said, this is the little brother that was there, present. And he has to give a statement. So that is why the mom at the said moment said, please, officers in the Child Protection Agency, could Mr. Ramjatan be present? And I was denied. Now, I don't know if he is also under custody.
Could you say whether, if you have a sense that his own statement was any dissimilar from what she had said?
Well, I will be going very much. The mother did tell me a lot about what was said by the little child, and I am of the view that a professional job is being done, because indeed the child said a lot of things consistent with the girl.
You did say, or were about to say, that the child is not in custody. So in that sense, why weren't you allowed to be present when he was making his statement?
Well, that is what, Shara, this is the complications. This is a very sensitive sexual matter involving small children. And that is why I don't want to start getting angry and belligerent with the Child Protection Agency and all that. But why deny when the mother even wanted that little boy, who is not the core subject here, who is now taken into custody by the Child Protection Agency? That boy is with the guardianship of his mother. Why couldn't he be allowed to see a lawyer or be in the presence of his lawyer when they're asking the questions? Why? I mean, you have a right to counsel, but I suppose they're subjecting it to limitations now, that when you're accused, you are entitled to counsel, but not when you're the virtual complainant or the virtual complainant brother. Look, it is very disgusting what I saw, and we'll have to put up some questions in Parliament as to what protocol that was, because I'm searching for the protocol, and I haven't found anything that is in my regulations and so on. So I want to know why that access was denied, and I'm here to say that, make that complaint. And I pray God that the Child Protection and Care Protection Agency is doing a professional job. Because if a professional job is not done here, our institutions are going to be looked at with so much, hatred and so on. We got to learn to build back trust in our institutions. And if the mother, because of whatever little niggling doubts she had, wanted her lawyer to be present, also for her son, her small son, why deny? It must get around all across police stations and wheresoever that the right to have counsel to help you along. Yes, it is a fundamental right. I mean, I don't know the Constitution putting limitations that only when you're accused you're going to get rights. But I didn't want to make a scene there. I just walked away, and I did my complaints to the relevant authorities. The DPP, of course, is the head of the criminal justice system. The AG is the chief legal officer. And I thought that also I'll give Vindi Prasad a call. I did. And I called even Miss October. I didn't get any response. But knowing more and more that has been transpiring here and what happened and all of that. And the altering of rooms. And this chap, Dharamlall, has gotten really arrogant. And then being present there, and the police had to say that he must remove. It is a shame. And that is why he should not even be a parliamentarian nor a cabinet member. He shouldn't be in the cabinet room. He should not be there. And all the precedents on individual responsibility of ministers demand that since he is at personal fault here, he has done a heinous crime. And notwithstanding the presumption of innocence, this is a political matter as to whether somebody like that should be inside of Parliament and so on. Because we have solid evidence in the sense of statements, it would appear now, coming out. And probably the president would want some more time. The prime minister, as leader of the house, would want some more time. But I'm hoping that the people are going to do a good job of it. And that they don't butcher up the girl's statement to the benefit of this minister. And I'm urging right now, because after the girl signed the statement, that child protection agency is supposed to send it to the police. Okay? And so she gave her first statement, and then she gave another statement about the examination of the house and so on yesterday. And I understand that she underwent also medical examination and so on yesterday. And she had to give a further statement to that effect. And the mother was present, because I asked the mother if she was present. She said yes. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, notwithstanding the concerns of the mom. I am keeping my fingers crossed that professionalism is going to be done. It is not as if the mom is saying that they are not behaving professionally, but she is indicating that she will feel far more comfortable with an independent lawyer. And that is why apparently the father's side had asked for Mr. Dexter Todd, who I understand is overseas, but he sent some of his junior from his chambers. And of course, the mother wanted me to be there, and I went. And this is the fiasco that happened there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramajdan, for walking us through where we are currently. Thank you.
Okay.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it there. That's all we have for you this evening. Share the live, smash that emoji button, folks, and help us to keep on keeping on. Help us to do more programs like this one. Here's how you can do so.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
That's our time, folks. That's our program. Have a fantastic rest of the evening, folks. Stay alert. Stay alert. Watch them, boys. You gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. Paint over. Move wrong furniture. New furniture. You gotta watch them. That being said, folks, that's our time. And that's our program. Stay safe. Stay safe. That's the time. Share the live. Smash that emoji button, folks. Let me go down the road. Stay safe.